I love vanilla, so much so that I had to make a special order from Juan at Mabco. This vanilla comes from a small town called Tuxpan, which is about 500 kilometers from Mexico City. I've left a link in the description if you want to check out Juan at Mabco. This vanilla is absolutely gorgeous. It's nice, plump, and supple. Vanilla can be grown within 10 to 20 degrees around the equatorial belt, and most commonly, vanilla beans are available from Mexico, Madagascar, and Tahiti. But I've also found some other great varieties from around the world. For this video, I'm going to make 4 of my go-to vanilla recipes. Stick to the end of this video to learn what to do with this most fragrant and versatile spice. To make a vanilla sugar, split the vanilla pod lengthwise. Scrape the seeds with the back side of a paring knife. Those little black seeds or tiny flavor bombs will flavor the sugar, and it is perfect for baking. Use it to flavor vanilla ice cream or stir it in coffee or hot chocolate. Alternately, you can also insert the tip of the blade through the pod and carefully slide the knife along the pod. This method also works well, and it can be a little bit easier to do. I'm using a raw cane sugar, but you can also use regular granulated sugar too. Mix the vanilla seeds into the sugar to remove any clumps of seeds by rubbing it into the sugar. Mix the sugar with your fingers, or you can use a spoon. You can also make vanilla sugar by mixing it in a food processor, but I prefer not to do this as it breaks down the crystals of the sugar. Transfer the sugar to a glass jar and store in the pantry. It can last for years, and it is much cheaper to make than to buy. You can also add the empty pods or husks to the sugar, but I usually set them aside to make extract. To make vanilla extract, add vanilla husks to a sterilized bottle. You can also add whole vanilla beans too. For this recipe, I'm adding some Madagascar vanilla beans. Fill the bottle with vodka, nothing extravagant, just a cheap vodka, but you can also use rum as well as bourbon. They are all good. How much vanilla you add to the bottle will determine the strength. Give the bottle a swirl, then store the vanilla in a cool, dark place, like the back of your pantry or cupboard. I like using amber glass whenever possible. They look pretty, and it also blocks the light as it's being stored. Shake the vanilla bottle once every couple months to make sure that the flavor is still nice and potent. Here is a vanilla extract that I made 10 years ago. It was from beans that were gifted to me from a friend in Uganda. Now, vanilla can cost a bit of money, but it is worth the value as it can be used over many years and still not lose its potency. Plan to make vanilla extract ahead of time so it is ready for your holiday baking and to make awesome gifts. I wish you were here to smell this vanilla. It is so intoxicating and fragrant. Replenish the vanilla by topping it up with more alcohol. Vanilla adds great aroma to baked goods as well as to custards and chocolate. Always use good quality vanilla when baking. The flavors are just not the same when using imitation vanilla. Adding vanilla, you want to add at the end of the recipe as it brings the flavors together. Give the jar a couple of turns and store in the dark place for a minimum of 6 months before using. When making vanilla extract, I like to leave it alone for as long as possible. Another useful tip for recipes calling for vanilla seeds or vanilla paste is to snip the end from a vanilla pod and squeeze out the seeds. This is a perfect application for custards and candy recipes when you want to see the beautiful seeds suspended throughout. For all you sweet and savory lovers out there, let's make a vanilla salt. Use a good Fleur de sel or flaky sea salt. In a bowl, combine the sea salt with the vanilla seeds. Give the vanilla seeds a little rub into the salt and stir to distribute. I love the way the salt looks with the vanilla seeds distributed throughout, and it adds a lovely crunch to your baked goods. Pour the salt into an airtight jar until you are ready to use. This salt will be the perfect complement sprinkled on brownies or even on popcorn. Here are some dried out vanilla pods that I found in a jar of sugar. This dried vanilla will not go to waste, it'll make the perfect vanilla syrup. In a pot, combine the sugar and water with the vanilla. Turn on the heat and bring the mixture to a boil to dissolve the sugar. This vanilla scented syrup is splendid for brushing on cakes, for making cream soda, and you can use it to flavor London fog. Allow the syrup to cool and transfer to a jar. Store the vanilla syrup in the fridge. It'll be good for a few weeks. Now one last item I just wanted to show you is this gorgeous agave and vanilla bean nectar from Mabco. I like using it as it is studded with vanilla and it is so tasty for iced tea as well as cocktails. If you're interested in fine flavored cacao, coffee beans, or vanilla, check out Mabco and say hi to Juan for me. What are some of your favorite recipes that include vanilla? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, give it a like and subscribe as it helps the channel. And hit the notification so you know when my next video is out. See you next time for another awesome video. Cheers!